Just an update, guys. So I have managed to get together my second PC that's going to be for sale. It is the 5600 Ryzen and the 3050 NVIDIA graphics card. So I usually just plug it in and run some benchmarks. Now the cool thing with this PC is I am going to sell it with this gaming keyboard and gaming mouse of good quality. It's actually a Corsair keyboard and mouse, and it's going to have this Dell ultra sharp screen. Now the thing with this screen is that it's 60 Hertz, but to be honest, like whoever wants to buy it, I'm going to aim it towards like a beginner sort of mid-range setup. And here's the Unigine Heaven benchmark, FYI. You can always go back and have a look at it. So what I do is I take off the glass panel in preparation for photographs. I always make sure that I use high quality images. So I've got a Sony a7 II with the 55mm f1.8 lens, which is actually one of Sony's most sharpest lenses you can get. And I take a few pictures at f2.8 and f5.6. But overall, this is just a showcase of the PC that I've built. I'm super happy with how it turned out. Again, I'm pretty obsessed with the white and black aesthetic at the moment, and I think I might just stick with that aesthetic instead of going all crazy and stuff. But the cool thing about this case is it's got the ARGB on the front as well. And those are those cool fans that I managed to source, the white ones. So as you can see, there's 3 fans running exhaust, and then there's, I believe, 2 fans running inlet, and as you can see, the GPU fans are spinning as well. One tip with lights is that I would highly recommend the halo lights. They seem to pop a lot more than your average fan, and they sort of double as case lighting as well because they're just so bright. And I am really liking the white fans that I got in the front. They actually bring in a lot of air, and I guess the funk pop, it's a nice touch. Anyway, the games. So the thing with the 3050 is that it kind of gets a bad rap. The 3050 is actually an amazing card. It was so clean, consistent. The FPS was of high quality, and I had no stuttering. The temperatures were fantastic, and the gaming experience was very good and very competitive. So I think in future, I think I would actually recommend a 3050. It's a no-brainer, but then again, if you can get a 3060 used or for a good price, then you might as well. But the 3050, you can get that for like a bargain sometimes, so I wouldn't look past it because the games actually run really well. And I kind of suck at these games. My cool game is CSGO, FYI, so I'm literally just testing. But anyway, I was getting high settings on the 3050, and it just handled it really well, and I was super surprised. In comparison to like other graphics cards that I've tested, it's not far off, to be honest, in terms of gaming experience. I guess if you pair the 3050 with a monitor that can have consistency around the 60 to 150 FPS mark, you would really have a great gaming experience, I feel. Especially if you pair the 3050 with the 5600 or some kind of 6-core processor, then I find that would be the absolute sweet spot for this graphics card. And I guess you do have room to upgrade to the 3060 or even the 4060 in future if you happen to outgrow the machine and you want to, you know, have a better resolution or something like that, or have a little bit more FPS. In terms of the keyboard and mouse, it was actually not too bad. The mouse was nice, the keyboard was really nice actually, but it's just weird because there's these keys along the side of the keyboard, and I don't actually know the use of them, but I kept hitting the side keys, as you can see there, instead of the exit key, for example. So that was kind of weird. But overall, looking forward to selling this bad boy.